Hey guys, it's Bob Ferngren, and I'm back with another 8-minute video, and these videos are on network marketing. My hope, my prayer for you is that my 18 years in the industry can help cut down your learning curve. You know, you gotta wanna. Network marketing may be one of the simplest businesses to pull off. I mean, let's be honest, right? Very low or no front end cost. You don't pay for the training and development. You don't pay for website development. You don't pay for product development. You don't pay for any marketing your company might do. You know, you don't handle the compliance issues related to things like being in compliance with various government agencies, like getting a permit, those type of things. All of that stuff is really done by your company, right? All of that stuff is taken care of by your company, and a lot more in many cases. Maybe some in others, but fundamentally, it's a pretty simple business. I mean, when it fundamentally comes right down to it, what do you got to do? You got to talk to people about what you're doing, why you're doing it, and where you're going. But you know, you got to want to. Now, do I know that there's more to our business than that? But come on, let's be honest. All it really takes is an ability to communicate with others, and others, meaning potential prospects for your business, are attracted to what you're saying, or they're not. They're attracted to you, or they're not. And if they are, then you're taking some steps with them. And I'll go into later what that means. But if you've been following me, probably my last 14 videos are all on social media. That's certainly a form of talking to people, telling them what you're doing, why you're doing it, and where you're going, right? It's pretty simple, right? And then somebody says, well, I'd be interested in that. And, you know, there's a process there. And again, in future videos, we'll talk about it, but you got to want to, right? You got to want to do that. No one can get inside you and make you do it. So why do so many people not do it? Well, let's deal with that for a minute. I think the vast majority of people don't go for it for a variety of reasons. One, I think, is conditioning and environment. Every single one of us was told, it really in a very serious way, what to do from the time we were born. And right up to, maybe you found an entrepreneurial venture or you didn't, but it goes all the way through school and it goes all the way through your jobs. You're told in a very, very serious way by authority figures what to do. Parents tell children what to do, and if they're great, they're very disciplined, right? So they can grow up good adults. Nobody wants to grow up good kids. We're seeing a lot of that out there, aren't we? Or raise up good kids. You want to raise up great adults. But then, you know, you go to school in a very serious way. They tell you where to sit, what desk. They tell you what time to be there and what you're going to learn, et cetera, a very serious way. Now, it's not fuzzy. And I'm talking about, I'm not criticizing it at all. Of course we need to be told what to do in school. We're kids, you know, at that point. Kids need to be told what to do and what's right and what's wrong. And so then we continue on. And that goes all the way through high school. And then we get this sense in college we have some control. Let's say we are serious people and we want to get our 4-year degree. Well, then what we do is we submit to others to telling us what to do. They tell us when the classes are, and they tell us the time, and they tell us the curriculum, and they tell us when the test is, and they tell us what we need to do to pass that test, right? We're told what to do. And then, we get out of school at some point. Maybe you've had jobs, even prior to getting out of school. But in every job, unless you're working for a fool, you're told what to do, right? You have a job description. You're told what to do. So the conditioning level is so high. It's so high that when somebody who, needs your opportunity, let's say, steps over, and maybe they have a strong purpose. They want to get out of debt. They want to spend more time with their family. Maybe a special needs child, maybe a parent that needs to be taken care of better. Everybody's got their reasons why they do network marketing. By the way, I don't believe very few. I believe very, 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 very few people say, hey, I would like to sell XYZ. That sounds good, but I don't know how many people, like at 12 years old, were thinking they were going to be an essential oil salesman or kitchenware or health products or soap products, or you pick something that kind of aligns with you once you find you need extra income. But I don't know anybody that was like lifelong dream was to sell vitamins. They may have a heart for other people and vitamins make sense to them, but people tend to do these industries because they have a reason why. Well, then why don't they go to work? Well, there's conditioning. But then there's, are you really willing to learn? Are you really willing to change? Are you really willing to grow? Are you really willing to discipline yourself? Oh my gosh, I've been told by everybody else what to do my whole life, and they told me my schedule, and they told me what time to be in, and I got in trouble if I was 5 minutes late. Ain't none of that here. Now, any good sponsor in network marketing, and I would say most good network marketing companies, there's all sorts of support and help and training and all that. But you see, the part that you're responsible and I'm responsible for is talking to new people. So why don't people do that? Okay, so let's assume that their lights went on. Okay, they get it, okay? And they know that if they put in effort, over time, nothing's guaranteed, they'll get results. It becomes very self-apparent, meaning the people who win in network marketing are the ones who put in the work and get on this personal growth journey. The ones who don't make it, don't put in the work, and don't get on a personal growth journey. And I'll talk to you about a lot about personal growth. And quite frankly, this is one of those chats. So why don't people do it? You see, you gotta want it. You gotta want it. Meaning, just like anything new, there'll be some struggles. There'll be people out there, and a lot of them who actually love you, who will attack you. There'll be certainly a lot of no's. And I think when you treat people professionally, and I'll teach you how to handle no's in the future, the no's don't have to be as harsh as some people allow them to be. But there'll be no's, and there'll be avoiding you and all that. There's going to be all that because, see, you're declaring something that average people won't do. Isn't there a reason why they're average? Isn't there a reason why you were average? Right. You're part of the average, and average people won't do certain things. So then you start sticking your head up. What do you think average people are going to do? They're going to try to pull you back down into average. And for a lot of people, that's where it stops. See, they might do all that other stuff, but then the average people get upset, and so they pull you back because you know what happens is you throw the average off. You start shifting the curve, if you will. If you choose to get out of average, if you choose to live a life that's better than, more than, That's not good news for average people, but that means if you could do it, they could do it, and then they have to face their own situations and getting over their own maturity issues, discipline issues. And remember, they've all been told what to do. So why don't people do it? You see, you got to want it. Here's the deal, what I've learned. People think it's a head business. It ain't no head business. I mean, there's some knowledge you have to have, but in the 2 network marketing companies I've been in, took a long time before I even understood the comp plan. It didn't matter to me. I knew I just had to talk to people, right? And when I talked to people here, because my belief level was right, and I had definite goals with a definite purpose, and of course I want it, business grew. So the first step is, let's say that you're kind of in those various categories of struggling and it could knock you out soon. You have to say, I want it. And it has to become a must. What does that mean? Well, we humans, we American humans for sure, we humans tend to get our must. We don't always get our wants, but we get our must. So let's say that your paycheck is from your job, your paycheck is less than you need to be able to live the kind of life you want. So therefore you've created this side hustle in network marketing. So the very first step is you must make it a must. It's a must that you earn X, Y, Z. It's a must, right? You see, when we make it a must, it affects every other thing we do. Now, these are only 8 minutes long, and this one's already over, so stay tuned. I got more on you gotta wanna, and you gotta make it a must coming at you. Let's go.